Welcome to Sandwiches of History. Today is my birthday, and if you'll recall, last year on my birthday, I made a recipe from this fantastic cookbook, Turkey in the Wolf Flavor Tripping in New Orleans. I made the collard greens melt, and it was amazing. And the year before that, I made a recipe from this fantastic cookbook, Turkey in the Wolf Flavor Tripping in New Orleans, the Bologna, and it was fantastic. And the year before that, I made a recipe from this cookbook, Turkey in the Wolf Flavor Tripping in New Orleans, called the tomato, which was mind-blowingly good. I guess what I'm saying is you should probably pick this up. But this year I'm not going to do a recipe from this book. No, I'm going to do a different recipe from Chef Mason Hereford, the chicken fried steak sandwich that he recently shared with Gun and Garden magazine. Apparently this was on its menu when they first opened up, got a lot of reviews, and their first big national press, the review basically just talked about the sandwich. So they took it off the menu the next day. Anyway, the first thing we need to do to make this is to make Nate's habanero pineapple white barbecue sauce. To make the sauce, we've got to puree a can of pineapple and juice. Now we cook that in a non-stick skillet for about 25-30 minutes, and it's going to turn kind of apricot color and get a little caramelized. Alright, now we put that into a jar and let it cool for a little bit. Okay, now that it's cooled down a little bit, we're going to add some granulated garlic, salt, pepper, habanero hot sauce, vinegar, white vinegar, Duke's mayonnaise. Get that all stirred together and set it aside. Alright, in between two pieces of plastic wrap, I've got a 1/4 pound sirloin steak. I bought a whole pound and cut it into quarters. And now we have to pound it to about 1/8 of an inch thin. For our dry dredge, we mix together flour, granulated garlic, onion powder, salt, smoked paprika, pepper, and chicken base. Specifically this chicken base. Now we dip our steak into the flour and press it in. Now dip it into buttermilk, then back in the flour. We're going to let that hang out a little while the oil heats. Now we just fry it up. Now we hit it with a combination of kosher salt and bouillon, chicken bouillon, on both sides. Now we take thick pieces of bread, I'm using Texas toast, and butter them on both sides. And now we toast them up on both sides. Now we stand them up like this so they don't get soggy while I get the other ingredients for the sandwich ready. Alright, to make our sandwich, we swipe on some of that barbecue sauce. Then on the bottom piece, we put on some shreddus, thinly sliced white onions, our chicken fried steak, dill pickles, and fresh dill. Then just a touch more of the barbecue sauce. Okay, let's give this Turkey in the Wolf chicken fried steak sandwich a go. Come on. There's so much going on in here. First of all, the fresh dill is a great idea because just adding a little bright punch to the dill pickles that are already in there. The white onion is going really well with the chicken fried steak. And then having the bouillon, in addition to all the other seasoning in the flour, and then also seasoned at the end, gives it this kind of chickeny flavor. This is fantastic. Yeah, there's no plussing that up. That is a 10 all the way. It is so good. It's a lot of work, but for me, it was my birthday. I wanted to do something special, and this was it. The pineapple habanero barbecue sauce, fantastic. That's going to be good on just about anything, and it goes really well with everything in here. The fresh dill accentuates the dill pickles. You got the fresh lettuce bringing a little crunch and freshness. You got the white onion, which contrasts nice to the fried steak, and then you've got that coating on the fried steak that has all those seasonings in it. And having the chicken soup base be part of the seasoning mix, so good. Definitely going to finish that. Going to take a while, but yeah, I would make this again. All right, see you tomorrow.